But the very latest is that Prime Minister Narendra Modi this evening chaired that crucial meeting on the situation along the India-Pakistan border and the LOC a week after the Pahalgam terror attack. The meeting was attended by Raksha Mantri Rajnath Singh, National Security Advisor Ajit Doval, Chief of Defence Staff General Anil Chauhan, Chief of the Army Staff General Upendra Dwivedi, Chief of Naval Staff Admiral Dinesh Tripathi, and the Chief of Air Staff Air Chief Marshal AP Singh. The meeting lasted over 90 minutes and is being seen as a ground assessment of the situation. The top government of India sources tell India Today that Prime Minister has told the chiefs that it is the national resolve to deal a crushing blow to terror. The Prime Minister expressed complete faith, confidence in the professional abilities of the armed forces. The Prime Minister has said they have complete operational freedom to decide on the mode, targets and importantly timing of the response. This, of course, is coming even as security forces on the ground in Jammu and Kashmir are carrying on their operations to nab the terrorists who are responsible for what happened in Pahalgam. Joining me now is Kamaljit Sandhu, live. Our correspondent is in Srinagar. Aishwarya Paliwal joins me here. She's been tracking what's happening at the center. But first, you, Kamaljit, on the ground, we are told that there are encounters going on in undisclosed locations where the armed forces are trying, security agencies are trying to close in, allegedly on terrorists, some of whom could have been involved in Pahalgam.
Well, absolutely, Rajdeep. Multi-pronged strategy right here on ground zero, which is in Jammu and Kashmir, and particularly southern Kashmir, where Pahalgam is. So a few kilometers away from here, massive cordon and search operations. And in the past week or so, there have been multiple times where there have been exchange of fire, and it's suspected it is perhaps the fire coming in from the same module which was involved in the particular terror attack. Now, what we know is they're intensifying operations. There's a crackdown as far as hideout are concerned. We know houses have been razed. That's been a controversial issue, with Umar Abdullah also speaking about it. But meanwhile, on ground, it's also cracking down and crack down on the overground sympathizers, people who could have actually provided some sort of logistics. Now, one man has been identified, that is Adil Tokar, who was previously with Hizbul Mujahideen and currently is with Lashkar-e-Taiba, who has said to have assisted 3 foreign terrorists or the Pakistani terrorists in unleashing this particular dastardly attack. So many issues on the ground now, but the other part is obviously the investigation. Now, NIA has formed at least 45-member team out here, which is spread out from Srinagar to Pahalgam, who will be looking at clues, whether it's forensic, whether we're talking about video clues coming in, speaking to eyewitnesses, building up a sequence of events, because remember, they would have to track down the conspiracy back to Pakistan, and it's no easy task. Meanwhile, what we see is joint operations taking place with Jammu and Kashmir Police, CRPF, the Indian Army. High alert sounded out both at international border and line of control. Pakistan has already been giving out statements, but with the Prime Minister now talking about how there is this readiness and giving a free hand to the Indian Army, things may actually not just see a ripple effect, but also see a larger ramification that could involve both the countries. There's a diplomatic offensive already underway. Deportations have started. We've already seen the Atari-Wagah border, which has become a key eye of focus. And this is where we've seen the families who are bearing the brunt of all the decisions that have been taken, the Indus Water Treaty. So a whole lot of plethora of activities are yet to come. But decisive one would come in from the Indian Armed Forces and the next course of action.
Right. Of course, as you said, security forces still trying to track down the terrorists responsible for what happened in Baisaran. But to you, Aishwarya Paliwal, we have a slew of meetings this evening and more scheduled for tomorrow. Another CCS, another CCPA, another CCEA. Is the government at the moment still not sure about how soon should they be seen to be acting in a kinetic manner? So the government is taking its own time, putting pressure on Pakistan through a variety of measures. Is that the strategy for now? And is the government willing to concede to the opposition demand for a special session of parliament?
Well, Rajdeep, from what I'm understanding at the moment, the special session will definitely happen, but only after action has taken. And Rajdeep, while the world very clearly is looking at the first meeting, I think the second meeting with the RSS chief Mohan Bhagwat is the one that we should all look out for, because that is an indication of what will happen. This is a meeting where the next course of action, what exactly the government is looking at doing and how to prepare the country for it, because that is what the RSS does best, and that is what Prime Minister Narendra Modi has had a conversation with Mohan Bhagwat about. He's told Mohan Bhagwat that is what I'm understanding at the moment of what the government is looking ahead, what they will be doing next. That's something that the RSS has been told about. And in a subtle way, the government has also told the RSS that now the country needs to be prepared, because that is what the RSS does best. So that's the meeting that personally I am also very keenly looking at. The government, let me tell you, will tell the opposition, will tell the nation what has happened. But from what I'm picking, Rajdeep, at the moment, the government will tell them once the action is done. So we are seeing the Congress leaders, Rahul Gandhi, asking the government to make sure that the session is held. A session will be held, but only after the action has been taken. Last time, Rajdeep, it was 11 days. It took India 11 days to respond. From what I am gathering, in the next 15 days, we should brace ourselves, because the government is very, very clear. Action will be taken. The isolation process of Pakistan, Rajdeep, has already begun. We should now just very keenly look at what the government is doing. From what we understand at the moment, from our sources in BJP and RSS, the next 15 days, very, very crucial. This time, the action will be swift. It will be decisive.
We'll wait and see what that swift and decisive action is. We don't want to prejudge what the government intends to do, but for now, clearly, at least the optics is that the government wants to send out a clear message to Pakistan that they this time will act decisively, is the word which is being used. We'll wait and see what that decisive action is. Aishwarya Paliwal, Kamaljeet Sandhu joining me with the latest reports. Now,